This month is the 3rd-year anniversary of me coming forward with my story. I have participated in 3 legislative sessions in my state of Oregon, and I have helped champion and pass 7 laws in my state. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I've helped to extend the statute of limitations. I've helped create a rape kit bill that required mandated testing of our 5,000 backlogged kits and future testing. I've created some bills around campuses and our universities. Legislative work is a huge part of my life, and I will continue to do so. And what I want to say about that is that I am an average, regular citizen, just like you. I just have a passion, and I found someone at my state capitol that wanted to listen and had the same passion. You literally can do what I have done. The other thing I do is I sit on the NCAA Commission to Combat Sexual Violence. I work with the NCAA to make sure that our athletes and our athletic programs are using their power and their influence and their stage and their megaphone to change things on our campuses and hopefully also inspire change across our country. There's really nothing bigger in our country than sports. The other thing I do is I speak. I travel the country and I speak. That started because, do you remember Coach Riley from Nebraska? He said some pretty mean things about me. These are good guys that made a bad choice. Well, I went to Nebraska and I met Coach Riley. I sat down with him in his office for an hour and a half and I told him how his words affected me. I literally told him how I had hated him for 16 years. And Coach Riley gave me a gift, and that gift is called accountability. Coach Riley allowed me to say every single thing I needed to say to him. And he didn't defend himself. He didn't try to make any excuses. He didn't try to rationalize anything. He apologized. And he held himself accountable and responsible for his part in my life. And through that accountability, I found forgiveness. And what I want you to know about forgiveness is it's not always for the person that hurt you, it's for you. Forgiveness was for me in that moment so that I could move on. That story went viral, and I've been to over 50 schools in the last year and a half. And I work with mostly men. And I'll tell you why I mostly work with men. Because I recognize that the vast majority of sexual violence is carried out by men. This is a men's issue. It's not a women's issue. If women could stop sexual violence, we would have already done it. I wouldn't be here. I also know that it's about 10% approximately of our male population committing these crimes, which means that 90% of our men are good. It's just that they're too quiet. So I travel the country and I work with men, the 90%, the good men that wouldn't commit these crimes, and I ask them to get engaged, and I ask them to stand up, and I ask them to check the 10%. I ask them to have conversations with each other. My only intention is to inspire and to engage men and ask them to align themselves with women like me and other women who have been doing this work for so long.